Welcome to County Report This Week. I'm Michael Bruen, and thank you very much for watching. We start the show this week with the first day of school for MCPS students. MCPS welcomed more than 164,000 students and more than 1,000 new teachers into its 207 schools. Superintendent Dr. Jack Smith told us this school year also marks some safety additions at schools, the rollout of a new curricula, and investments to expand student opportunities.
The first thing we pay attention to, which is student safety and security. For example, the school behind us has a new security vestibule, as do quite a number of schools this summer. We're down to just a handful of schools that don't have that, and they're going to need some significant renovation. Training for security team members, for school resource officers, training for teachers and students. Lots of efforts in the digital world to know who's in our schools and what's going on. So that's always important. And first, the most critical thing we do is curriculum, teaching and learning. So we have a new curriculum, pre-K through 8, in literacy and mathematics, so that's exciting. And then, of course, I think the transportation change in the county for Kids Ride Free is wonderful, and the opportunities it will provide high school students and middle school students, especially across the county, those secondary students. So those are all big things.
In addition, all of us need to be mindful of our children walking to and from schools. Please, stop for school buses when they are picking up and dropping off our students. Over 54,000 school bus safety citations were issued last year alone for people not stopping for buses. And this year, all buses will have safety cameras. New this year is the Snowden Farm Elementary School in Clarksburg. Jordan Lindsay from MyMC Media has more.
I'm just excited about the first day.
Yolanda Allen, who is the principal of the newly opened Snowden Farm Elementary School in Clarksburg, says they expect about 650 students this year.
This is our PE area.
The school will come with a fully equipped gym, an outdoor courtyard with instructional spaces, and many more cool features.
We have multiple flexible instructional spaces, starting with the media center. We have the normal instructional space. We have the book checkout, where students will be able to check out their own books, so they would go through the whole process by themselves. We have a makerspace area. Off from the media center, we have an outdoor courtyard, which provides 3 additional instructional spaces, whether it's small group or whole group. We have in the classroom multiple instructional spaces, including the guided area as well as the library area. But more importantly, in the classroom, we have the latest and greatest technology. We have the Boxlight. It's the old Promethean board, but it's called Boxlight. Our students will have one-to-one Chromebooks.
All of them geared towards encouraging students to learn.
I am very excited because this is the first time I've gotten to teach with one-to-one technology, and I'm very passionate about integrating it into my lessons. So we are excited to be able to showcase student work. We're going to have a lot of group work going around the classroom, and it's really easy to just cast the kids' work up onto the screen without the extra step of having them bring it up and plug it in and things like that.
Reporting in Clarksburg, Jordan Lindsay for County Report This Week.
After 3 years under construction and an investment of $71 million, the Wheaton Library and Recreation Complex opens its doors. This week on the county's Spanish language radio show, we talked to both department directors from libraries and recreation about what each of the facilities are going to be offering to the community.
The library is going to have a full slate of programming once we get into the fall. We're going to provide things like the citizenship classes, book discussions, bilingual story times, in addition to all the programming that goes on, and that's an evolving piece. This particular library will have 20 public computers, free, of course, for people to come in and utilize. There's a laptop lane around 2 corners of the building, free wireless, as always, places to plug in your device, 2 quiet study rooms.
We have a great fitness room, amazing gymnasium, a 3-bay gymnasium with an elevated track above it that will be open for residents to go in and walk out of inclement weather. Mothers can come and bring their strollers and take a walk around the track. It's got an amazing social hall that's available for quinceañeras, birthday parties, anniversaries. It has a teaching kitchen. We're going to have cooking classes there, wide variety of other classes, especially as we progress from the fall into the winter. Our fall guide is already out, so we sort of missed the timeline for our fall classes, but our winter classes will include things like DJ classes or fitness wellness classes, introduction to the weight room.
The 92,000 square foot complex is the only one of its kind, not only in the county, but also in the region. It features an array of state-of-the-art amenities, and it will be open 7 days a week. The exact location is 11701 Georgia Avenue in Wheaton. We sat down with County Executive Marc Elrich to tape our monthly show One-on-One, and he addressed several issues, including the Council's upcoming initiative to create a police commission.
The bill's constructed within the limits of the state law, and so it's really strictly advisory. I don't think there's anything wrong with having an advisory panel. I think there are a lot of communities that have gone into civilian review boards. I think having a civilian take on policing and having the police department able to get feedback on both policies and actions is a good thing.
You can see the entire One-on-One episode on the county's YouTube channel or on County Cable Montgomery. Coming up on County Report this week, a special event is coming up that combines two popular local festivals into one. And given recent weather scares and disasters, we'll give you information on how to be better prepared. Those stories and more when we come back.
Introducing Ride on Flex, Montgomery County Department of Transportation's new on-demand transit service to help you get around in defined Rockville and Glenmont Wheaton zones. Download the Ride on Flex app to book your ride. No fixed stops or fixed schedules. The Flex comes when you book. New 11-passenger buses are wheelchair accessible and have free Wi-Fi. And you ride for $2 or less. Visit rideonflex.com for service areas and hours of operation.
In Montgomery County, we have a goal to reduce waste and recycle 70% of all waste by 2020. By recycling and reducing waste, we save natural resources and make our community even better. So recycle at home, work, school, everywhere, and keep recycling going. For more information, call the Montgomery County, Maryland Division of Solid Waste Services at 311 or visit montgomerycountymd.gov/recycling.
Keep it going. Recycle more now.
Welcome back to County Report this week. I'm Michael Bruen. September is National Preparedness Month, and the county's Office of Emergency Management and Homeland Security reminds residents to be prepared for potential emergencies and disasters. Joining us to tell us more is Joe Corona, Outreach Coordinator from the Office of Emergency Management and Homeland Security. Welcome, Joe, and what should we know for Week 2?
Week 2's theme is Make a Plan for Disasters. Montgomery County has a great emergency preparedness workbook that's on our website that talks about a lot of different questions that you should consider during planning for an emergency. But also think about your special considerations, such as any medicines that you're on, kids or pets. Those are also important considerations that you want to make sure you plan for.
Joe, thank you for that information. For more great tips, go to montgomerycountymd.gov/OEMHS. County residents are also reminded to sign up for the Alert Montgomery, the county's official emergency alert system. To sign up, go to alert.montgomerycountymd.gov. Future Fest, a free family festival, will be held on September 15th to showcase innovation, our collective power to invent the future, and the culture ties that unite our community together. It will be from noon to 5 p.m. at Veterans Plaza and the Silver Spring Civic Building at 1 Veterans Place, Silver Spring. Future Fest combines two popular local festivals, Kid Fest and the World of Montgomery Festival, into one compelling community event. For more information, go to kid-museum.org/futurefest. Coming up on County Report this week, community members in Chevy Chase Village are divided over a dog play area. We'll talk to two residents about it. And the annual Friendship Picnic is coming later this month, and you don't want to miss it. Stay with us. County Report this week. We'll be right back.
What will Montgomery County look like in the year 2050? This is our chance to figure out what the future of the county can be and how it will grow so that every resident can have the opportunity to thrive. Montgomery County can be a place where we invest equitably in our communities to make them vibrant and safe for all ages and incomes to work, live, and play. Together we can set a vision for the infrastructure that connects our residents and creates a roadmap for a more sustainable, responsible, and prosperous county. Let's plan our future together.
Welcome back to County Report This Week. I'm Michael Bruen. The Montgomery County Friendship Picnic brings people of diverse cultures and faiths together to make new friends and discuss ways to build a stronger community. The free picnic is scheduled for Sunday, September 22nd from noon to 5 p.m. at the Wheaton Regional Park. Jim Stowe, Director of the county's Office of Human Rights, joins us now to give us more details. Welcome, Jim. Tell us more about it.
Well, thank you very much. First of all, we are so excited about this. This will be our 7th annual Friendship Picnic. This is an activity of the Committee Against Hate Violence, one of the committees set up by County Council to look at issues of hate and violence in our communities and try to suggest ways that we might be able to prevent and also stem the tide on the rising incidents of hate happening all across this country. So we're excited about that. This year's event, of course, will be another opportunity to come together and to share and be in the same space and place. Wonderful food will be available. We'll have activities for our children and for the entire family. Great entertainment. It's going to be a marvelous day just to be here in Montgomery County and be a resident of this great, great county as well.
Jim, thank you very much. And I remember when you started, it has grown so much, and you have done a great job. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
Registration is requested for the free event, so for more information, call 240-777-8450 or register online with montgomerycountymd.gov/human rights. Community members in Chevy Chase Village are divided over a dog park located at Brookfield Road Park. My MC Media spoke to 2 residents trying to save the park.
My experience has been that the noise, the dog barking, has been minimal. That there are short bursts at times of barking, but the human parents have been very good about keeping the dogs quiet. And when there is excessive barking, we have self-policed and we have asked those dog parents to bring their dogs out of the park.
We hope that this park will maintain itself as is. It's just a remarkable place to meet community. And what I have found remarkable is, one, I live just 2 doors down and I don't hear the barking like this person does. So what I believe is that things have been magnified way out of proportion, and what they're doing is they're looking for reasons to close the park.
We actually are not sure of the outcome at this point. We are hopeful that the village will work with us to come up with an acceptable compromise that will help both the community of dog lovers and the neighbors. We feel that both can live comfortably together. This has been an incredible community for us, both for the dogs and the people. We have really built something very positive for the community, and we hope that it can continue.
If you're a pet owner in the county, we have an important reminder. All dogs and cats that are 4 months of age or older must be vaccinated against rabies and have a pet license. The Montgomery County Animal Services and Adoption Center will hold rabies vaccination clinics. The vaccinations are free if you purchase a county pet license. If an owner doesn't have their animal vaccinated, they could face a $500 fine. The last clinic will take place on September 15th and will be held at the Adoption Center in Durwood from 8 until 10:30 a.m. For more information, please visit montgomerycountymd.gov/ASD. Now it's time to meet our pet of the week, and we've got something interesting for you this week. This week we want to introduce you to Bubby. Bubby is a sweet 2-year-old male rabbit. He loves being held, grooming himself, being brushed by others, and will snuggle up in your arms for as long as you want. Bubby is described as gentle, affectionate, and adventurous. When he gets excited, he jumps around, and he's a great napper too. Bubby would make a great pet for any kind of household and would love to be a part of your family. If you're interested in Bubby, you can visit the shelter's website at montgomerycountymd.gov/ASD to learn more about the adoption process. And don't forget, follow Montgomery County Animal Services and Adoption Center on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at MCASAC. With that, we close this edition of County Report This Week. Remember, you can find more information about Montgomery County at montgomerycountymd.gov or follow us on Twitter and Facebook. Join us again at this time every week for a look at what's going on inside Montgomery County. I'm Michael Bruen. Thank you for watching.